Record. Mic trigger.
Hey friends, this is a Scatty Notes. Haven't done one of these in a while, and this is going to be a bit of a quick one. I kind of want to rant about the autism community and the absolute state of the people that run the autism community. Now, the people that are leading the autism community at the moment, I've always said like how the people being the voice of the autistic community are never the right people to never to be the right people to voice it. I think when you need someone to voice the community, you need always a good leader or whatever, but it kind of needs to be a bit like the way the autistic community should work is how we did Duke of Edinburgh, the slowest person at the back. And I think the people leading the autism community, the people who are voicing it, should be at the back. There should never be one true voice of it. I've said that for like fucking years. This is going to be a bit sweary because when you're talking about autism, you can't really have it be clean. So anyway, I've been listening to a few autistic people, and to be honest with you, I do sympathise with them on a lot of things, but then there's other things I just think, for fuck's sake, really, attention seeking is now the new normal, and I'm very sorry if you are woke, if you are a woke person and you fucking disagree with me on this shit, then honest to God, like, attention seekers, to be honest with you, attention seeking is, I'm just going to say this now, every person that on the autistic spectrum does a lot of attention seeking things, but when you become the attention seeker wanting more attention to kind of better you as a person, I don't know, you become this whiny person. And I've noticed this, like, when I've wanted a bit of support, I've thought at times, oh shit, am I the attention seeking person or am I the autistic person? And I've had this conversation with a few people, and at the moment, like, I've got my own problems, but I've had to back off online because I don't want to come across as the attention seeking person, if that gets you. On TikTok, I have been the attention seeker because on TikTok you can be that, because those rules, like, however, I've found in a community on TikTok where I'd rather just DM them instead of put the videos out, but I have put the videos out on TikTok telling them the support I need, and it's very different to the stuff that I had in the Facebook group. I'm sorry if this is sounding less ranty, but I don't know. See, the issue is when you're attention seeking, let's put it this way. There are YouTubers out there who, on my other channel, I try and support, and I've done it through TikTok and stuff like that. And you know they're attention seeking because they don't even listen to your comments. They're just like a fucking echo chamber. Oh, look at me. I was from this and that. And there's a lot of autistics now that are doing I've had abusive relationships, and oh fucking hell, we know you. But like, I wanted to do a video actually on my problems with these people, because I have just said, look, we'll build a community, we'll start a community, and then it's like a lot of them are saying there's no support for autistics on TikTok when there is. I made the video I made the same video on TikTok. I made the same one. And then there's the others going, we don't want a relationship. We don't want support. Oh dear. Do you know, those ones I worry about the most, because, right, they're the ones that are posting their meltdowns, burnouts, and all the rest of it online. For fuck's sake, like, I worry about that too when people talk about their, well, it's great when you're talking about your meltdowns, explaining your meltdowns, but when you tell people about what you've held in and what you've not held in to grave detail. See, when I made my video, I came from a different time. Now, yes, I'm a millennial, but you see, being autistic in the millennium period, is different. Because you had to be, there was a difference between being strange and normal. Nowadays, it's a very different world, and there are people who will drag you into the back of the van and drive you off to the depths of where they want to drive you to and do what the fuck they want to. But nowadays it's very different, because there's an online world and an offline world. Give me a minute while I just
4:02 p.m.
Try to watch yourselves a minute. Wait.
4:02 p.m. Friday the 14th of March.
Yeah, and whoops. I did a live stream on my other channel about talking about autistics in the millennium. Because I was answering a question. But to be frankly honest with you, it was a very different time. Whereas, like now, you're strange and normal now is strange being you're a creep or a paedophile. That type of strange. You know, there's people that have these strange fetishes, something I don't really want to get into, to be frankly honest. You know, where they dress up as adult babies, and you know, technically I don't have a problem with that. It's when you bring that into a relationship or whatever, you know, that's just a prime example. Or I don't know, there's just kind of things that I think, yep, I'm not into that, people. I'm not into that. You know, stuff I'm not really going to discuss. You know, that is kind of... that should be left into your own privacy, you know, your own... When you have a fantasy, it should be a it should be a fantasy and nothing more. But there is people that will go beyond that fantasy, and you know where I'm going. But and the thing is now, because of this woke world, those creeps are being accepted. You know? And stranger danger is kind of a bit more... The world's becoming a bit more dangerous, especially online. And it's like one of the things that worries me is how AI is being used to... Oops. I mean, when I use character AI, for example, I use it for fun. And I never ask... There's certain things you never ever ask AI. You never ask it any suicidal questions, all the rest of that. You know. But yeah, and I do worry for these people that do, you know, the whole attention-seeking thing. I do worry about these people because when they shout into an echo chamber and then the right people are trying to build a community for them, they just don't want it. They just don't want it. I prefer the classic attention seekers, the ones who, again, did the same thing, but then found you the annoying person, and then you became the person that they sat next to in class, and oh gosh. But like, there was a weird girl at college. She was in my music class, and she was an asshole. But even though we annoyed each other, right? There was one time when she did say something that completely thought, oh crumbs, you know. She did frighten me with some things, let's put it that way. But then there was a friend who was helping her out, and she was like, well, you know, we had a good chat about it. And then in the end I thought, well, hold on, I'll give this girl a chance. And I didn't help her out, but I didn't leave her in the lurch. And I think, you know, hold on, we've all got problems. But I come from that, like, I come from the world where, you know, sometimes people from the mainstream are correct in some things, in some ways. You know, the mainstream isn't always full of disgusting things like people make out to be. Yes, it is full of disgusting things people make out to be, but not everybody in the mainstream is like that. You know, there's some people in the mainstream that go to underground sources and stuff like that, and they're going in those underground and those people in the mainstream. Like, I was talking to a friend about, you know, I was talking about censorship, and we were talking about how, and this guy will not be beaten. He said if my Facebook account goes, I'll make another one. You know, he's like, he doesn't care. He's putting out stuff. Awareness should be made. Awareness should be spread. Why not? And there's some wrong people out there that oops. Anyway, my last little tip is, I've not done these videos for a while because my parents don't really approve of this kind of kind of thoughts that I have personally. But I think my parents would approve of me saying this. I think there are some people out there who scream out for support, and then when you go and you find them on the TikTok and Instagram and you message them and stuff like that, and they don't listen to you because they don't want people in the autistic community proving them, oh crumbs, I'm screaming out for attention here. It's like, fine, you've overshared a hell of a lot, right? And you've got a YouTube channel up there, which there's a lot of great stuff on it. But like when I scream for support, I listen to most of it because why? Because it's for my own good, most of it. And I want to talk about support that I am getting, so I can tell you what is happening. And I know most of you people have supported me in the past through my live streams, and I do apologise I've not got back to you. So anyway, I'm gonna go now because I'm literally around the corner. I don't want people seeing me on the phone. Anyway, bye for now.
4:12 p.m. 4:12 p.m. 8, 7. PUH. TUV. Mic trigger. Mic lock. Finish recording. Finish recording.